Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel, Bales 1986 SW. Today is Thursday, so that means it's a weigh-in update. So my week has been really good. I've done lots of what I eat in a day. Also as well, just want to add, I did record yesterday's what I eat in a day, but I just forgot to finish the vlog at the end. So what I will do at the end of this, there will be what I eat in a day from yesterday at the end of it, instead of just making two separate videos. You got 2 for 1 today. I've really enjoyed recording my what I eat in a day, and it's really kept me on track. But what I've not really spoke about a lot in my what I eat in a day is at the end you'll probably realise that I didn't calculate up how many sins I've had in that day. And why I didn't do that is this week I decided to have 105 sins and then take away what I've eaten. So I've had one meal which was higher in sins than anything else, and that was a Taco Bell on Saturday. Now what I did was I took that number and I took it off the 105, and what was ever left, I think it was 60 sins I had left, then I would then just take away the sins from that for the rest of the duration. Now, Monday, Tuesday and then also Wednesday you'll see what I've eaten, and everything I eat I do record, apart from this, like the water or my juice what I drink. I don't go, I'm having a drink of juice. Majority of the food I eat, I either show you, or if I forgot to vlog it I will then say I've had an apple or pear. So the week has been really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm in a really good mindset. I'm adapting the plan now to suit my lifestyle. I am not being like so strict with myself with this thing. Following it, don't get me wrong, but just adapting it into my lifestyle. So like the 105 sins, because I just really fancied a Taco Bell, and I thought I'm not going to just sit there and not have that Taco Bell. So I had it and took it away. And then on Tuesday, when I knew that there'd be an opportunity to have a McDonald's, I didn't want that McDonald's, but because I thought there's an opportunity to have one, I thought, do I need one? Do I want one? And I had to put things in place for me not to go off plan, because I fancied a Taco Bell. I didn't fancy the McDonald's. It was just going to be what I would call food ease. It'd have been easier for me to go, yeah, Hubert, bring me a McDonald's back after the football. But I didn't. I made a conscious choice in the morning, because I knew what I was going to be like, to buy a single chicken breast from the butcher's and make a Mayflower curry with rice, with lots of veg. It filled me up and I felt really good, and I'm proud of myself that I made that choice. And that's what I've decided to do, that if I fancy something, I'm not going to deny myself. I'm just going to take it away from the whole sin and then work the plan in. I don't like the word flexi sins or anything like that. That is entirely up to you how you work this plan. For me, that terminology doesn't sit right with me. I'd rather know that I'm allowed 105 sins and for the week, and it's up to me to take away from that. Some weeks, if I know that there's nothing big on, or I may not go like off plan, whatever you want to call it, then I might just have the 15 sins a day. Now I am a person who will, I'm a foodie at the end of the day, and I like to have 15 sins a day. And there's some people in my group, they're absolutely fantastic, and they'll go, I've had no sins, and I'm like, how? Like, for me that's mind-boggling. Like, if that's working for you, then absolutely fantastic. But for me, I'm like, no sins. Like, oh my goodness me. I'm like, yeah, I just couldn't do it. But we're all different. And that's why I like the plan, because everyone adapts the plan to their lifestyle. And for me, I'm a 15 kind of sins kind of girl. But this week I did do it a little bit differently, because I just fancied a Taco Bell on Saturday, and I was like, I'm not going to miss out. And that's what I did, because Thursday and Friday were on plan. I had about 5 sins, so that was to take away 10 sins, so do the calculations. I can't do it, and my piece of paper downstairs where I take it all off is downstairs. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. That's been my week. Also as well, I want to touch on something what happened in group today. There's an absolutely fantastic lady there, and she's just started her weight loss journey. She's 5 weeks in, and she's lost over a stone within 5 weeks, and all preps to her. And then today she's walked in with a £2 gain. And you know when you just want to go and hug someone? I'm really compelled just to do that. But some people are not cuddly or anything like that, so I respect that. And I was on weigh today, and she was saying that I've had a really good week. I do feel a bit like pants, but I've had a really good week. I when she stepped on the scales and she gained weight, I was just like, oh. And she's like, and your face drained. And I just wanted to say to her, but I didn't want to, because I don't know how to, you know. And the consultant was fantastic in image therapy, and she just was a bit pants, and she can't understand why. And I really wanted to say to her, like, you came into that group today, you walked in knowing that you've had a good week, you've thoroughly enjoyed all your food you've eaten. She's made some really positive steps in her weight loss journey. She absolutely loves the plan. She's eaten the same as what she did last week, and this week she's gained. And as much as it's so infuriating to gain, it shouldn't take away how much of a good week you've had. That gain, or that not enough loss, or that maintain shouldn't take away that week, because how I see it, I try to see it as the big picture. And there's a saying which my grandma always used to say, it's just a drop stitch in life's tapestry. And I know next week she'll absolutely like smash it, and she'll absolutely do fantastic. But I just felt so sorry, like I just wanted to look at the bigger picture, like. And I know how hard it is, like we've all been there, where you want to kick the scales because you're like, I've worked my ass off and I should be gaining, I shouldn't be gaining, I should be losing. But I really wanted to just say, like, it's going to be okay. Next week is a new week. Just know that you've had a really good week on plan, and you've made some really positive steps, and this is just your body being a bit like weird, and it's nothing to do with you. It's just your body going, ooh, you know. But knowing that, and don't lie to yourself, because there is a few people who, you know, that they're not being true to yourself. And I think if I completely believe that that lady in group had a fantastic week, you could tell, like, she had a fantastic week. And she just really didn't understand it. But if you're not being true to yourself, like, you look at the whole week and go, well, I've picked there, I've eaten that, I've had the chips, I've had that, then you've not really followed the plan. And then you not deserve the gain, but you know what I'm trying to say, you can expect to gain, should I say. But I think sometimes you've got to be true to yourself. You've got to look at the week, what you've had, and to see if that reflects that week. And also as well, like, and just remember that that number on that scale does not in any way, shape or form tell you that you are a good human, you are kind, it don't reflect any of that. It tells you a number, and it just weighs you. That weight does not in any way, shape or form dictate what kind of person you are. It just tells you how heavy you are. And it took me a while to realise that that number doesn't tell me. I'm a lot happier now, because obviously I'm sat here now at my happy place. I'm really, really happy. I think at the beginning of my journey, I hate that word, beginning of my journey, I would have like gone, no, I want this and that. And I was really strict, like really, really strict on myself when I first started. And I wish I could tell that Rachel, like, you'll get there. There's no rush. Like, you will get there. Just enjoy every week and embrace it. But I wanted to, like, they always say there's two routes, don't they? There's like the quick route, and then there's like the Miranda, like you know, you go all around the houses kind of thing. And I was like, whoosh, I'm straight there. And looking back, did I really enjoy? I lost four stone in just under 7 months. So I was like, whoosh, like I'm there. But looking back, I was really strict on myself. I said no to so many events, things like that, because I thought my weight was a reflection on me. And now, after being a year, today is 2 years exactly that I walked through those doors at Slimming World. I've really enjoyed my last year of this, and I'm still on it. I am still, you know, I'm out of Target, as you would say, like Target, whatever Target is. If on at Slimming World, my target is 11, which is exactly a 5 stone loss. I'm out of Target, whatever Target is. Like I said, I'm not setting targets or anything like that. I'm just going to see how it goes. I just wish I was less strict to myself, and just enjoy the plan and let life's moments, enjoyed them. Because I know a few meals I've actually sat on the sideline and let other people eat yummy food, and I'm sat there with like basically a celery stick kind of thing. Because and sometimes you've just got to go, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to enjoy that meal, and then the next meal I'm going to make sure that it's the best meal I can do, and looking at the whole plan, and not just like week by week kind of thing. If you are new, hello. There'd be a lot of people now, like me, who are starting their weight loss, because Christmas is just around the corner. And if you are one of those people who have started today because you want to get into a dress, or you want to feel better at the Christmas party, or there's an outfit you want to get into, or you want to look at a photograph and feel better in yourself, then make that like the inspiration to start weight loss, but do not make it the reason. You have got to do this for yourself, because I've started Slimming World prior to this time 6 times, and those 6 times I've started wasn't for me. It was for a christening, a wedding, a holiday, a dress, another wedding, and then it was a holiday to New York. And I lost a stone, 2 stone, and as soon as I'd done it, and as soon as that event had happened, the weight went back on, because I've done it for that. And you've got to do this for you, like you really want it. Make that an inspiration, like you want to get into that dress for Christmas, or you want to feel good at Christmas, but then make sure you carry it on until you get to your happy place, because doing it for yourself is the best thing possible. I made sure this time round, I didn't go with any friends. I've made friends on the way, but I didn't do this for anyone else or anything. I did it for me, because I felt that I deserved to have a happy, healthy lifestyle, and for my children to have a healthy, happy mum who can catch up with them, who doesn't mind doing events. I mean, I wasn't going to school events because I didn't want to sit on the chairs, and I didn't want to be the biggest mum in the room. I had all that, and now I don't mind going into school. We did a rounders match at the beginning of July, and I was one of the mums on the team, and I would have never ever done that. So what I will say is, if you are starting, then make it the reason that you want to get into that dress, or you want to feel good at the Christmas party, or whatever it may be. But the main reason has to be that you want to change, that you want to see this through. You want to change those bad habits you've got, or you want to see the bigger picture. You want a happier, healthier lifestyle. And sometimes the hardest bit is changing your mindset, because following a plan, whatever plan you may follow, is the easy bit. but seeing the bigger picture, seeing the lifestyle changes is hard, and rewiring your brain to understand food completely different. It takes a while. It takes a while, and also as well, it takes you a while for you not to still see that bigger person. Because I was losing weight, I was losing weight, and I lost my first stone, and I looked at a mirror and I still saw a bigger Rachel. And it was only when I made a visual, like, that's why I always say my pictures mean a lot to me, and there's not many pictures of me prior to me weighing, because being a bigger person, I just didn't like having photographs taken. But I'm glad I've got a few, because those photographs keep me going, because I don't look at myself being the bigger person and go, ugh, and like go look at the belly on it, look at the arms or anything like that, or the chins. I don't do that, because it's not fair on that Rachel, because that bigger Rachel was still a nice human, still did nice things, still loved her family, still had a personality, but she wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with myself. My skin wasn't nice. My hair was always minging because it was just full of grease, didn't matter what I did. And I just I didn't want that anymore. I wasn't very good with my mindset. I didn't walk anywhere, I didn't do anything, I became a recluse. So when I look back at that Rachel, it's not that I don't want to get back to that weight, because I think you can be any size and absolutely rock it. But for me, being that size didn't suit me, didn't suit it. I didn't feel like myself, and that's why I lost the weight. And when I look back at those photographs, I see the bigger Rachel, but I see how unhappy she was, and I can remember how I felt when that photographs were taken, and how I felt when I actually saw that photograph. And that's what I don't want. I don't want those feelings back. So I've just rambled, but I just want people to realise that if you've had a good week and you've really, really, as we say on Slimming World, food optimised, or you've made really good choices, you've enjoyed your food that week, and you've said no to a takeout and you've made something else, that's amazing. And what don't want you to do is step on the scales whenever that is and see a number or a gain or a maintain or not a loss you wanted and be disheartened, because you've got to remember that those are small steps in the big picture of a weight loss. A weight is just a number, and it shouldn't define you as a lovely human being. So let's get to the weight. If you've got this far, you deserve a high five bar or a round of applause, because I've just rambled. Hopefully I can edit it down. So let's get on with the weight. So today I stepped on the scales and I lost 5.5 pounds. Cha-ching! I feel good. But what I will say is, because I'd not set any targets, I wasn't aiming for anything, I felt so much, there weren't any pressure this week. All I would like to have seen is a loss. And I'm really happy with that. I'm over the moon with that. But most importantly, it's taught me that if I just relax, don't get fixated on the numbers, just enjoy the food you are eating, try and make the best choices. If I do fancy something, and I really fancy it, and I'm not doing it for foodies, because that's my bad habit, that I like the ease of food, because I don't like cooking. So if anything is offered for me which stops me cooking or makes it easier, I'm all for it. So I'm really proud that I said no to that McDonald's and I made that chicken curry. That is like my highlight of the week. Whatever would have happened on the scales, I know that's a really, really good point. And I felt really good this week, like just having no pressure on numbers and what I'd like. So I've lost 5.5 pounds this week. In grand total, that is 4 stone 8, and I am currently 12 stone and 4.5 pounds. So the consultant says, as she always does, what would you like to see next week? A loss. Wednesday, yesterday, I played netball. It was a really, really good netball match, and I got part of my kit. I got my jacket. That jacket represents so much more than just a netball jacket. That represents that I have completely changed in 2 years my absolute lifestyle. Netball for me, I grew up in netball. I played for county. I lived netball when I was younger. Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, I was playing netball, and I stopped playing netball because I couldn't do it. I got overweight, my fitness, I struggled just walking, and I gave it up. 10 years I've not been on a netball court, and for me to get that jacket signifies that I have done something really, really, like, I never thought I would. I never thought that I would get back on a netball court and be able to run around and enjoy it and just feel good. Like, to play netball once a week for a really good team with a good set of girls and be part of that and be part of playing netball, I never thought I could do. And within 2 years I am back playing netball, and I'm absolutely loving it. So yesterday when I put that jacket on, I was like, yes, I've done it, because it was like a massive full circle. I'm going to end this here and then put on my what I eat in a day. So this will cut off quite sharp. What I will say is what I had for my tea, the Aldi's golden vegetable rice, which is free, made it with a chicken stock, and I had it with some ham and some lettuce, and that was all I fancied after netball. It was quick, easy, something to eat, and then I went straight to bed because it was a late game. So that has been my week. I hope you've enjoyed this, and here is my what I eat in a day. Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Bells 1986 SW, stay before rain, and it's raining, and it's September. I do love like mornings like this. Not like when it's raining, but it's all like dark and ooh, cozy. So that's why I've put my autumnal like little top on. So yeah, plans of action for today. It's another busy day on a Wednesday. So I'm making a black coffee. I am going with my other friends for a cappuccino because I've not seen them for a while. So I'm doing that. But I'm going to have something to eat now before I go and see them. And then it'll be whatever I get up to in the afternoon, morning, afternoon. And then pick the kids up at 3 o'clock today, quickly get them changed, and then we go to fitness and football today, another football training and fitness for me, and then I go to netball. I've got a netball match at 5 to 8 this evening. So yeah, it's a busy day, but I love it. I love being able to do I'm back. I'm so happy that I've got my passion back for netball, because honestly I didn't think I'd ever get back onto the netball court, because obviously netball is like our netball club is all about bringing women up, empowering them, and you can be all shapes and sizes to play netball. But for me and for my confidence, there was just no way I could have gone back onto that netball court. So I feel so good that I can get back onto the court and do all right, let's say. Physically, I honestly, physically and mentally, I thoroughly enjoy netball. So that's the plan of action for today. Look how dark it is. Oh, I do love it. So I'm gonna make the coffee. That's the kids' breakfast. Make my coffee, get the kids' pancakes ready, and minging walk to school. Ooh, the joys. I'll see you soon. It's just going through Grace's cards. So if you, this is not the reason I came on here. I came on to say that I'm not having any breakfast. I'm just going to have a black coffee. Oh, the rain. Look at that, Max.
I'm not walking in that.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'll be fine.
The brawlers.
No.
No, can't have a brawler, can we? No. Year sixes, can't have brawlers.
I have my coat on.
Yeah, your coat on, you would. I don't know why you won't have an umbrella, but it's just not cool to have an umbrella, you know, an umbrella to keep you dry and not wet. Look at that face.
I'm tired.
Well,
What?
staying up. Football. But was it a good game?
Yeah, 3-1 win.
So, back to these, and back to these. Grace collects these. If you spend over £10 at Sainsbury's, you get a pack of cards. Last year they did Lego ones, and this year they're doing Disney. So obviously Grace is collecting them, and Michelle came and gave her some cards. So Max is just going through them, see if she really wants Forky. But she got a Stitch one, and she was really happy about it.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you opened the packet for her, didn't you? Yeah. So, oh, here she is. She's got a book. Come and show them. We need to do that hair. Don't we? So this is the book. So she's going to put them in. And I need to go and do her hair.
Mum.
Oh, this is a magic one. So
What? The same
you
as
put
the-
heat on the... I'll show it, Grace.
So it's black. Then it turns.
So magical. And then it turns. And she got my favourite, she got Edna Mode. She's like my favourite character, one of my favourite characters. So yeah, they're going to do that. I'm going to have a black coffee. Win-win. Let's get on with the day. So I am back from my coffee. Nice catching up with the girls again. And the sun is out. A little bit of a crisp in the air, so I'm still feeling autumnal. But it's a lot better than this morning. This morning was horrendous. It was raining, it was minging. But it is now nearly 12 o'clock. I've been down the YouTube tunnel, if you know what that means. Basically, you start watching a YouTube video and then you go off on a tangent, and by the time I've known it, I was like, oh my goodness me. So I've done a few jobs, and now I'm hungry. I need something which will keep me full until fitness, which is at 4:30. Because I don't like having a lot of food if I'm going to do the fitness, and then I've got netball, but I need something which gives me enough energy but I don't feel like I'm bloated and full and kind of thing. And then so I am making a version of Cajun chicken pasta, and I mean it's a version, so I haven't got any chicken in. I haven't got much in because it's the day before weigh-in, and we need to go food shopping. So what I have done is, you'll see it when it's all plated up, but at least it's on planet, and it's some pasta which will fill me with a creamy sauce, which is my other A choice. So I've had my 2 A choices now because I've had a cappuccino, and then I'm using this cheese. So it'll fill me up now until I go to fitness at 4:30, and then at fitness I'll have like some banana, an apple, some fruit to keep me on track, and then I'll have a bottle of, I take one of these, whoa, what's a full face in you. I take one of these waters which do my fitness, and then I take it to netball as well. I refill it and take it to netball. So yeah, I was meant to, Max had a family learning today, still got it, and I was all for it, and then Grace's nurses rang to say that she used to come and give me another box of feeding tubes, and it's the only day she can come this week, and I'm in desperate need for some feeding tubes. So hopefully she comes before that. I hate letting Max down. Hopefully she can come. If my neighbours were in, I'd have asked them to drop it off, and normally I'd have said just leave it outside under, we've got somewhere you can hide it, but because it's been so unpredictable, I don't know whether it'll rain, and if it rains then they've gone. And the different feeding tubes, I'm just talking out loud to myself. The different feeding tubes, they're a 3-month feeding tube instead of a weekly one. So, and they're passed differently. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but yeah, so if they come before I need to go and get I'll go to Max's family learning, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to watch this pasta. I need the toilet now. And then, yeah, I'll show you what my dinner is. So, first of all, yes, there's no speed on the plate. Sometimes you just want a bowl of comfort, and this is my bowl of comfort. So I've got some macaroni pasta, which is free on the plan. I have got some Fridge Raiders slow roasted chicken bites. These are 2 cents a pack. I've got one of these and I've chopped it all up. Then also I've got a mini pepperami. I haven't double checked these. I think they're either 1.5 or 2 cents. And then I've used this, which is seriously spreadable lighter. You're allowed half of this, I think it's 56 grams or 55 grams as a healthy extra A. And then basically chicken stock with some water just to thicken the cheese, and it makes the most creamiest cheese sauce. Obviously, normally I'd add like loads of like mushrooms and spinach and make it into a proper hearty meal, but I just fancy a bowl of comfort, so I'm going to enjoy this with a black coffee.